progress.
Recording in progress.
So in today's session, we are going to brief you about all the detail of the program, what are the things going to be covered under this internship, and what is the benefit of internship. I hope all guys are getting my voice. Is it clear, guy, for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So your response will confirm me that you are there and you are getting my voice. So I am going to share my screen and explain you all the program, all the syllabus which is going to be covered under this program. Just wait, guys. Just I have changed the system. So 1 minute you have to wait. Fine. So I hope, guys, you are able to see my screen. Are you able to get my screen, guy? Can anybody confirm from your side that you are able to do? Yes.
Sir.
So I hope you are
Yes,
getting.
sir.
So my voice is audible to you, or is it slow? Is it slow, guy? Okay, let's increase the volume. Fine. So why internship training? Why internship training? So why you do is required internship training? See, internship is a part of curriculum, and why it is made? Because internship give you a lot of exposure. Internship give you a lot of exposure, and you are able to know what is happening, what is required in the industry. Okay. It's highly rewarding in leading MNC. Once you do good, you complete your internship and you are going to mention your internship in your resume. And based on your internship, the interviewer are going to ask you question. So here, what I suggest to everyone, be attentive, be attentive, be interactive, and any question at any point you can feel free. We are available in chat and as well as in the class or in the break, or I make some time where you can ask the question, and practice and follow. So these are the highly required, then only you are going to perform well. Okay, only certificate is not important, guy. You required to practice here so that tomorrow when you are going to show this in resume, it is going to be helpful for you. See, we provide professional training to a student in various technology and assist in career training. So one of them is internship. So again, I stress why internship is beneficial. Internships are beneficial because they help develop your professional attitude, strengthen the personal character, and provide a greater door to opportunity. By investing in internship, you shall give yourself the broadest spectrum of opportunity when seeking and applying for a job after the college. Right now, it's going to fulfill your academic curriculum. Later, it is going to fulfill your, it's going to help you in job. Okay, so be attentive. So what we are going to cover, guys, in this during this program, what we are going to cover, I will stress this. At the end of my explanation, if any of you have any question, you can ask. So web designing, see, this internship is in web designing. And you know the father of web design is HTML. Without HTML, we cannot imagine of web designing. So I am going to cover HTML, its tag, and how we can use in designing. Many of you will have questions that we know. Yes, you know, but still someone I don't know. We have to cover everyone, and practice make one's perfect. So still you know you have to practice. Okay. And next, the HTML brings the HTML is markup language. It brings the design to beautify the design to make the good looking website. We require to implement CSS. Even partially you can do using HTML, but that's not market standard. Okay. So here, based on my experience, based on my knowledge, I am going to guide you what is there in the market. Okay. A student study HTML and they can align the thing and they think that okay, we can do from HTML. So this we do from HTML. No, market standard is there. Any styling thing have to be handled from CSS. Why there are multiple answers for this. CSS become global, handling from one place. HTML when program grow, You cannot go and find from where the font and other things both are getting handled. But if it is in CSS, easily you can find from the design itself, and you can change here, or you can increase, decrease, or whatever is required, a bit time, whatever required. Today you do, tomorrow some other developer come, they are going, there the maintenance is going to be easy. The maintenance is going to be easy. Pardon? Okay, okay. Someone has not able to join? Okay. Okay, thank you. So guys, just have a look on this. We are going to continue. Wait 1 minute. I will continue back here. Okay. So I hope you are able to see here. So I was talking about the syllabus of this internship, what we are going to cover here. Fine. So first is going to be HTML. This is the backbone of the web designing. And next is the CSS. So CSS is also very much required. And the most important thing is JavaScript, which is evergreen, which is required with any of the programming, any of the web designing languages. So we are going to cover JavaScript and Bootstrap. Exactly everything is important, and everything has its own importance. So Bootstrap. So why we use Bootstrap? So we will be giving you and how we can implement Bootstrap in your program. And finally the development had to connect with the backend, and the programming language which we are going to use here for the backend is PHP. Okay. So PHP installation in basic syntax we will be giving you, and the database we will be using in this program, will be MySQL. Okay. So basic of MySQL, how to write the query, how to retrieve data from using the query, how to insert data, how to write join query, how to embed this SQL query in the program and fetch data and display in the web pages. So everything will be covered. Okay. And discussion on project and start development. In this group, guy, I'm going to share you 5 to 10 minimum 6 to 7 project will be there. All project will be based on PHP, and before connecting to the project, we will be doing some demo applications in PHP. Using that, how we can connect to the database, how we can install, delete, update data in PHP, and then we will be going to the project. So project will be ready, available. Now I will be explaining you the project, how you can configure your project in your system, how to install Jam, what is required to run PHP. So here it will come a software named Jam, and so Jam will be installed. The software link will be shared, and the project will be installed there, and then we'll provide you login, password, username, and we'll explain the functionality of the project and the report. Okay. We'll guide you how to make application, how to do the validation, such kind of stuff will be trained. Okay. See, finally, guys, web designing are global things. It's available for everyone, but your project is not going to be live. Your project is not going to be live, but you have to learn. Suppose external ask whether it will be available to everyone, then you have to reply. Yes, it will be available, but be required to host on the server. So that time they can ask question about hosting. What are the hosting provider? What you mean by hosting? What you mean by server? Okay. They can ask. Maybe will be there. So you will get some answer. If you are 50, at least 50 question will be prepared, which will be based on the technology and the project and the training. Okay. Project installation in a student system. See, this may be required, this may be done, or this may be not done. This depend on out of so many students, few student system will not allow you to install Jam, or will give some error due to various factors. So in such case, what is required that we required to connect to the other student system to help them. So we can connect using Zoom also, or we can connect using some software like any desk. So when it will be required, I will be guiding you. Fine. So this is all about syllabus. Do you have any question, guy, here? Do you have any question about the syllabus? What we are going to cover here?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, fine. So this will be a great experience, what I am telling you, if you really follow from a start to end and put your hands on the project. But to go to the project, you require to do some basic exercise from the start. Okay. So fine. So let us start today. The first section of this program. Okay. So the first section is what kind? HTML. So just 1 minute, 2 minute break will be there to have interaction. I want to know about your level of knowledge. Okay, even a student can tell me in chat that in a scale of 1 to 10, where you rate in HTML. I know HTML is basic, but it requires practice. Okay. And it is the basic building block of the web design. Without that, we cannot do. And thing is, how more and more you do designing, you learn more and more. Okay. Same thing can be implemented in multiple ways. Okay. So, guy, can you, or you can tell me directly, or in chat, you can tell me in a scale of 1 to 10 where you rate. So I can keep my level as per that. Okay. Time is very short. Today I will give you the basic tags about the definitions of the tag and about some uses. The program in the next class will be on the CSS. Here time is short, but see, my job is not here to teach you everything. My job is to activate you and guide you from where you can study more, you can practice more. Okay. too much practice is required to learn a good designer. To become a good designer, you require to practice a lot. Okay. And first you require to practice the tag, and then all together you can produce some good design. So guy, anybody can tell me? Rate yourself. In a scale of 1 to 10 in HTML. So this is my question just to understand you before starting the tag, teaching the tag. So did anybody reply, guys? Anybody? Fine. Let me check. Fine, good. So a scale is very good, and accordingly I have to do. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. If you are rating at 6 and 8, really you are good. And no, 1 to 2 point I am going to increase you, and rest again you have to do, because our focus will be on backend and PHP and the project and the report. This is just refresher. Okay, fine. So let us start HTML. I have to go from the scratch. I am going to just share the screen. Fine. I hope now you are able to see. So why to learn HTML? So what HTML is there? So HTML stands for hyper uh, hypertext markup language. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. HTML is widely used to format web pages with the help of different tags available in HTML. See, what is web pages? Content which is what the pages which is available over internet. It's a document. It's a web document. See, in Word document you used to keep the note to study the locally. But now what's happened? We are keeping everything on web, so and it will be available globally. So we design web pages. We keep the content. To keep the content in as a web pages, we require to design it using HTML. Fine. So HTML is to create the website. You can create a website or customize an existing website template if you know HTML. So what you can do if you know you are good in HTML? You can create your own portfolio. You can become a freelancer, or you can work for many. See, there is time when number of engineers, web designers are increasing. Number of website is also increasing many more time than that. See, now business, each and every one, especially after the lockdown, all the business are started using the digital media, digital application. Everybody wants digital presence. So having the good knowledge in the website, you are going to become a good web designer, and demand is growing day by day in the market. So become a web designer. You want to start a career as a professional web designer. HTML, CSS designing is must a skill. So just HTML, just with HTML also you cannot become, but HTML will play a major role. Understand the web. If you want to optimize your website, suppose, see what kind of requirements are there in the market back. Someone are new in the business, they will create a website. Someone are old in the business, they will say, call, I am not getting. So, or I want some changes. With time, their business grow, they add some new business. So their website required modification. Afterwards, also somebody are not satisfied, I'm not getting call, my website doesn't have hit, my website is not reaching to the customer. So for that reason, we do SEO. We do SEO. You may be aware of SEO. So what is SEO, guys? Search engine optimization. Search engine optimization. So like that, see, studying yourself. Studying yourself will know, you will know the HTML tag, but when we will be guiding you, what will happen? We will be guiding you of the market thing, what is going in the market. Find that? So I hope you are able to see my screen. Can any of you confirm that you are getting my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine, good. So I was talking about the advantage of doing internship in web designing. Web designers are highly demand. Its demand is growing day by day, and in future it's going to become too much. Okay, because you know you have saw the market. We just have came out of the COVID time, and after the COVID, IT industry is booming. What is the meaning of that? What's happened? What COVID did to IT industry? No, because people learn that without digital marketing, without digital presence, doing business is very difficult. Then you know most of the business was handled by old people. They are not good in such digital thing. So demand has increased and it's going to increase much more. Fine. So HTML stands for hypertext markup language. So markup, what you mean by markup? Marking up. You can break the word marking up to create a mark, to design something graphically. It is a markup language and it's not a programming language. So sir, we are studying computer paper note. Why it is not programming language? It's a no programming language, guy. Whatever see in computer you use so many things. So everything is not programming language because it's not have logical capability. It only produce design. No, sir, my website I can give it say that password is wrong, it alert. Yes, but it's not a HTML job. The website is not only made of HTML. Website is made of many things. So HTML document web pages. XHTML, what is XHTML? Extended Hypertext Markup Language. XHTML. So what is XHTML? That Extended Hypertext Markup Language. Fine. So why we use XHTML? Anyone have idea? When you rate in the scale of 6 to 8, 1 to 10, 8. So I think that you should be aware of XHTML. Now, can anybody like to tell me why we use XHTML and what is the basic difference between HTML and XHTML? Anyone? It is up to you. You want to answer, answer. It's not mandatory, but it gives me confidence. It gives me a lot of confidence and assure your level of HTML.
HTML is the extended version of XHTML.
Pardon?
HTML is the extended version of XHTML.
Okay, but why we use this? What is the reason? Any idea? See, you may have, if you may have designed something, you may feel that whatever you are designing, in Chrome it looks different, and Mozilla it looks different, and Firefox looks different, and Internet Explorer looks different. Many times you will feel, okay. So, using extended markup language, XHTML, what's happened? Only one line of code gets changed. Never you will get anything to study anywhere in XHTML. So they include that and it become XML. And XML is global standard. So whatever code we write, it should be in global standard. So when global standard means it is supported by all the browser in the same manner and look will be same. That's why we use XHTML. Fine. So now I start looking something. This is not important at of the time when I have not explained you much. So how HTML, where we can write HTML? We can write HTML in Notepad. The basic thing we can write HTML in Notepad. So we will be writing in Notepad? No. Many good editors is there which will produce colorful code, and finding and error handling will become easy, and also it will show you the syntax. So writing, even you are forgetting, or there will be no spelling mistake. And in my program, either I will be using Visual Source Code or I will be using Notepad++. Okay, guys? So I'm not aware what you are like, you are habited, Atom is there, many more are there. Fine? So HTML program will have a start or opening tag of HTML, and it will have an ending or closing tag of HTML, and it will have attribute, name, value, content, everything between a start and end tag. So when I say this, it is not clear. But when I show you the program, it will be more clear. So this is one example of HTML program. Here it is dog tag. In the start we mentioned this is not mandatory, but it is good to have here. So dog tag HTML, this tells the version of HTML. Okay, and the latest version of HTML is running HTML5. So any HTML program start with a HTML tag and it end with HTML tag. Okay, closing tag of HTML, it will start with a starting tag of HTML and it will end with closing tag of HTML. Fine. So in between, what are the other tags? The mandatory tag, necessary tag, or a standard, a structure. In between, many things can come. But here I am talking about the standard structure. So here the standard structure is after the HTML tag, head tag is going to come. Okay. So you have to start the head tag and you have to close the head tag. In between, you can provide title, and many more things can be provided, which I am going to talk later. So like meta tag can come, JavaScript can come, CSS can come, and multiple file of CSS can come. So multiple linking of JavaScript can happen. Next is body tag. So what is body tag that? So body tag, this is a heading. Hello world. So H1 is a HTML tag, and this is meant to have to generate different font. So for the font, which is predefined tags, H1, H2, H3, H1 come on the highest level, and slowly H2, H3, it keeps decreasing gradually. It keeps decreasing gradually. Fine. So is it clear, guys? I won't think anybody is not understanding here. This is the basic syntax, but this is good to explain it. If anything we are starting, we must show the base of that. Okay. So doc tag declaration. Declaration tag is used by the web browser to understand the version of HTML used in the document. Current version of HTML is 5 and it makes use of the following declaration. So course objective is to understand our web, how our web is working, what are the things required in our web. Okay. What are the things required in our web? Fine. Study the HTML language. Practice more and more tag and see if you use it. Create dynamic feature. Create dynamic feature. Fine. To learn HTML, you need to study various tags and understand how they behave while formatting a textual document. One declaration for each HTML document tells the browser how to render the HTML document and display it on the computer screen. So before talking that, we will be using Notepad++ to write the tag, write the HTML program, and where we will be executing these programs. See, when you may have learned C and C++, you may have installed Turbo C. You may have installed Turbo C, correct? In Turbo C is a compiler which converts the programming code into the output of desired thing. Here what is going to happen, guys? Here we are not going to use any software. Here we are not going to use any software. So what we are going to use, guys? Browser itself is compatible to compile any of the code you write in HTML. So browser itself is a compiler, you can say, or browser itself is a software to get the desired output from HTML tags. Clear that? So below I have written some of the basic tags. So one tag we use also in the previous program, title tag, and the next is H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So these tags are meant to have the different font and the size. Fine. See, whatever a screen right now you are seeing, you will see that it is divided into different sections. On the top, we have display HTML. Below, we wrote something about HTML. And the font in the first part is different. Font in the second part is different. Here, some of the letters are highlighted. Below, we given something using the bullet. So, see, a screen is divided into different parts. This we wrote in PPT and I'm displaying, and PPT have these designing things. Okay, but their designing is different and our designing is different. Okay, so our designing we will be doing using the tags. So in one of the tag is div tag, div. One of the tag is div tag guy. Fine. So here paragraph tag is there, blog code paragraph tag, HR tag is there, BR tag is there, B tag is there, I tag is there. What we are going to see one by one in the program, next program. A span is there. So HTML document structure, just I have graphically represented the HTML document. So the top is going to be, any program is going to start with a HTML tag. So that is going to be in the top and it have to be in the last. Closing tag of HTML have to be last. So any HTML program should be start with HTML tag and should end with HTML closing tag. Fine. So what is next, guy? In between head is coming. So head, as per the name suggests, it is providing header. It is providing header thing we are keeping inside here, like title we are keeping, the title will be displayed in the front, or what we are keeping, meta tag we are keeping, or JavaScript we are keeping, or CSS we are keeping. Okay, so these all are keeping inside the head part. The main content part is the body part. All the content comes from the body. Here H1, H2, H3 I said that it is a tag to have to produce different fonts in a styles. Okay. So depending on requirement, where we should use H1 or H2, H3, we will depend. We will see division. So what is division div tag guy? For what div tag is used in HTML? Anyone have idea? The div tag is used to create a division. The div tag is used to create division. Okay. So division, I explained you that heading is different division, paragraph is different division. Sometimes we divide the string into two parts. So different division name will be there. So that it should go and fit there. It should not display anywhere else. Okay. So today, guys, I will not continue long time. Tomorrow onwards, we will have the proper class. Today we got delayed also. Okay. So tomorrow we'll just brief few more tags, and then I'm going to execute the program. Meantime, what you do, guys? You all be ready. You keep one of your editor, whatever you are using. Okay. You are using. So you can start doing the practice in that. So HTML tag are simple guy. If you require practice, okay, you can refer any of the site W3 school. There they will be listing all the tags, and you require to go through. You write program, a small program using the tag from there. You see the output, okay. So how we are going to execute this program? Before going in depth of HTML, what today we are going to show you one of the HTML program, a small program. This will give you clear idea. If any of you haven't executed Select HTML programs, but I consider everyone, all the students have executed few programs, and you know how to do. Okay, so where to write that? Suppose we are going to write here. So new file, text document. Fine. So whether we can keep in text document or we should abc.html. abc.html. So this is a blank document, guys. This is a blank document. Here I am going to write one program. So HTML program will start with a tag HTML. Fine. HTML program is going to start with HTML, and it has to end with a HTML tag. Fine. In between, it's going to come the head tag, fine. Here we are going to give one title tag, fine. Let's leave it here. And the most important tag inside this HTML is body tag. And body tag also required to be closed. Body tag also required to be closed. So this here we say you can write here any text. Welcome in, take it as smart. And you are going to learn web design. Okay? You are going to learn web design. Find that. So this program I saved as .html and I stored here abc.html. Now my program is ready and we have to see how we can execute this. So how to execute that? This have to be executed on browser. Right click on the file and say open this. You will be seeing Google Chrome or anything else. What you can do, you can run here. Fine. So I'm going to stop that today. I'm not well. So tomorrow we'll continue this class and we'll take away from complete HTML tag. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks for time. We'll join tomorrow and tomorrow timing may be different. Tomorrow timing may be different so that you will get intimation in the group. So whatever time will be there, maybe 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock, we will work. Or you want some other time? Do you want to start after 7? Is it comfortable? You talk,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
pardon?
Yes, sir. Maybe
Yes.
Yes, sir.
after 6 p.m. it is well, sir. Good and fine.
See, as of now, we are finishing on by 6:30. Okay, this is going to be finished just next 2 to 3 days. Okay, that's why we had started in this time. And thought after 2 3 days, we'll adjust that time. So if you can manage 12 or 2 o'clock is okay. Otherwise, or after 7 if you are ready to do 7:15.
Sir, after 7 is good, sir, because we are going with the placement. We can handle this both simultaneously.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine. Fine, let's discuss with sir and confirm tomorrow timing and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, so thank you guys. Any else? Anyone having any question about this program or the subject?
No,
Any?
sir.
Fine, guys. Thank you.